I just retired in June, and I worked 22 and a half years with the Mesa Police Department. During that time, I spent about 15 years as the undercover and plainclothes detective. And then I had the opportunity, because of my years of training experience, from 2009 to 2016, I ran all of our undercover vice operations and helped out with those a lot. And so this last year, I ended up coming back as a supervisor over our human exploitation and trafficking team. So with the program officer position, it's a brand new position with AATN. And under AATN's umbrella, we have 5 different programs, and each of them has a program director, and each of them is responsible for what they do. My job is super cool because I get to represent AATN as a whole, but then I get to bounce between programs and help out wherever they need help. So whether it's covering trainings, whether it be for TRUST, which is the Training Resources United to Stop Trafficking, whether we get involved with CEASE, which is Cities Engaged Against Sexual Exploitation, where I get to go meet city council members and work on legislation stuff with them, or even like today's training, we're working with Just Men, and we're going over chatting and stuff like that, and how we can possibly improve their operations and make them more efficient to interdict buyers. We're going to go over the Arizona Revised Statutes, which is kind of the laws that are governing what they're doing, the chatting and things like that. We're going to go over some of the platforms that are commonly used by sex buyers. We're going to talk about some John boards, and Johns again refer to the sex buyers, where they actually go out and they post like, hey, here's this, where to go find girls, be careful of these operations, be careful of whatnot. We're going to actually get into understanding some of the platforms and how they actually work, and again, where they're hosted and how to work with those platforms. And then I'd like to see these guys using some of their accounts and kind of get into a shorter cut down operation and see if some of the tools that we discuss on how to chat, how to advertise, and how to bring sex buyers to you actually helps or improves their ability to interdict and educate these buyers. The biggest part of this stuff is if you go arrest a drug dealer, they go to prison and then they come out and they've been educated in the system, and they're usually a better drug dealer. And with this though, the consequences for our victims, as soon as they make that choice that they want to get out of this, it is generational. So their kids are no longer at such a high risk to be sexually molested or raped. And their kids are probably not going to go down the path of drug abuse and drug addiction. They're probably not going to go down the path of what mom or uncle or cousin or whoever else was doing this. And again, we know that their risk for suicides and stuff like that is dramatically decreased. Their mental health is automatically improved. And that's, again, why this is some of the most rewarding work for me.